This is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is August 12th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I am reviewing the S&P 500 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation here, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please get educated. Contact us here at Right Side Trading, or also talk to your financial advisor, talk to your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is even suitable for you. Quick look here on the quarterly chart. We're beginning to form a green doji at the top at a resistance 1 level. And we also, again, near that top. And also, we kind of expect this market to slow down a little bit. And we are on the monthly chart. We are getting that red month that we was kind of expecting at a resistance 1 also level. On the weekly chart, we are getting confirmation of that downward side last week. And a further red candle bouncing off of a support 1 level. And on the daily chart, we can see we are in a short-term downtrend and coming down to a support 1 level also and bouncing. But also on this daily chart, we need to be aware that now our stochastic is at the bottom, so we got to just see how long it's going to hang out down there before it turns around and come back up. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at, zoom in a little bit on each one of these and see what we see. I start off here at the quarter chart. As you can see now, a little bit better. We are at that R1 level, how we kind of hit that and reverse back down. Like I had mentioned, I think a couple of weeks ago, those big guys, they say it's time to take some risks off. We have made a pretty good move and then get ready to load back up and go higher, in my opinion, is what's happening. Well, as I kind of like I said, we are at that R1 here on the quarterly pivots. Again, it's just at these points where it's time to take some risks off the table and get ready to load back up to hit all times high if we're gonna hit them. But you're at a resistance point. You're at a top. That's why I draw this little zone in here. This is where you kind of expect the market to do what it's doing at these points. I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit more. Give me for the next couple of quarters to cover this whole thing. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart. I'm gonna zoom on in here a little bit, as you can see. And we're not at the top. This zone is always like on the Nasdaq. I had the same type zone before you get there. There's an area that you need to. Of course, there's an area you need to cross. It's one of those turn downs. It came down, came up, turned down. Those are always going to be pretty tough resistance points before you get to a high. Any of these points when you hit any of these where they had pivot downs. So that's what we're hitting, one of those pivot down points. And you know, in a couple of weeks now, we've had a couple of red weeks. The stochastic is still hanging out at the top. We're still above a support 1. Like I say, I don't expect us to go all the way down to support 2 on these monthly pivots. So I think we're getting close, but we'll go next week, since this stochastic is still hanging out way up here. I don't know if it's going to come below our 80 or not, because we noticed the stochastic can hang out here at the top, and this thing can keep going up here. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily noise and see what we see here. The thing on the daily noise, we can see that we're in a short-term downward trend. We are now under the 10. We're coming down to the 50 and may get a bounce there and we just got to wait and see. Our stochastic is at the bottom, so it's at a point where it's kind of like get ready, and see if this thing is going to actually turn around. And that's all I really want to share here on the S&P 500. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Have a good one. Bye.